thinking.
Okay. This topic is called completing the square. The key thing to recognize is square. So what does that mean to you guys when you hear the word square?
Not rectangle.
Say it again. Equal on all sides. Please remember that when we do this problem, okay? That's the key. All right? So you guys have 7D copy down? Because I'm going to be going away from this slide. I'm going to be going to a website that's going to help me to do this problem. And you guys can use the same website at home.
Let's write this down.
If you want to write it down, okay? All right. Let's see how well we go here.
So you are recording?
Mm-hmm.
Why
What are you recording for?
Us?
You'll find out.
Okay, we'll find out.
Just listening to our voices over and over.
She likes the sound of my voice.
Who doesn't?
Okay. So hopefully.
You're so mean to me.
I've got a CD of Dan Bertrand Nocturnes to get to sleep at night. Go to sleep.
All right. There we go. So at the bottom, because you guys can use this when you're at home. If you don't have to, if you forgot your pieces at home or here at school, and now you're sitting at home and you want to have the visual. There is a website you can go to, and I'll give it to you in a little bit, okay? First thing you want to do is you want to hit clear. And I'm going to maximize this. Okay, that'll be better.
Why is your cursor blinking? Is that because you're recording?
Oh, wait for it.
That's crazy.
Okay. Guys, you have three different pieces that are in front of you. You got a big square, you have rectangles, and you got little squares. What do you think, which piece are you going to use to represent that X square?
Big
The big square. So I would like you to put the position the same way I'm doing mine. I'm using, take that back. Here's my X squared. I'd like you to put that in the top left corner.
What?
Right at your desk. Top left corner. Then I look at the problem and I see a minus 8x. Which shape do you think you're going to represent the x's?
Bars, rectangles.
The rectangles are your x terms. Okay?
Always gonna be
How
like that?
many? Yes. That would always be it.
Square and stuff on me?
X squared is a big square. The x are your rectangles. Therefore, the 12 would be what shape then? The little squares. Your units. How many of those rectangles do you need? Okay, but what kind of 8 rectangles do you need?
Brown?
Negative. Okay? You got two sides of that piece of paper. You got to keep track in your mind which side is going to be the positive, which side is going to be the negative. I'm letting red be positive, blue be negative. So I need how many of those shapes? 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need to count 8 of those rectangles out, yeah? So you decide which color is representing positive, which color is representing negative.
So should our green one be like the opposite side, not like, is there a negative for that one?
Sure, you got the very dark looking on one side and a very light color on the other side. Your choice, yeah? Key word again. What did I say that you got to keep in the back of your mind as you're doing these problems? No. Very first word. Completing you got to create squares. All right? You got 8 pieces sitting there. How many am I going to put along the right side of that x squared, and how many am I going to put at the bottom of it? Why 4? There's only 2 sides. So if you put 5 along one and 3 along the other, will you be creating a square? No. So we're going to put 4 on the right side, 4 on the bottom. So there's 1. I feel smart. 2. 3. 4. And then I just have to slide the other 4 underneath. Was everyone getting that part of the picture complete? Right. So we took care of the x squared. We have taken care of the negative 8x. We now have to take care of the 12, correct? So how many of those little squares do you want to use? 12. And those are what? Positive or negative? Positive. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So where am I going to put those? In the area that has not been filled up yet. We're going to move those 12 pieces in that location. How many do you have? Oh, if you only have 10, then you need to...
I have extra.
I have 14.
I will go ahead and share my squares.
You went on top of the other one there. There we go. No. Okay, so I put the 12 in there.
Lucky.
So when you get done, you always want to make sure you step back, look at what you have. Have you used up all the pieces that were given in the problem? You look at your final picture. Is that a complete square?
No.
No. What's wrong with it? It's missing a row of what shape? The little squares. How many are we missing?
4.
4. Okay, that's the key. Always when you get to this point, ask yourself, am I missing pieces or do I have extra pieces? If you're missing pieces, then what operation are we going to use? If we're missing, we're short.
Addition.
Subtraction. We're short. We're in the hole. If I have extra pieces, the operation will be add. I have extras. I have additionals. Okay? How many pieces am I missing? 4. I'm just going to do it this way. You guys don't put pieces in because you can't. You don't have any pieces to use. I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? All right. If I had 4 pieces there, would this shape now be a square?
Yes.
Okay, here's the key. Okay, we're almost done, guys. You already tackled almost 90% of the problem. What's the length of this square? This is x squared, so what's the length of it?
X.
X. What's the total length of these?
4.
4. It's 1 unit by y unit, correct? Remember, each of these are 1 unit, so this is 1 unit long. I have 4 of those, but what kind of a 4 is that?
1.
Negative, because we had the opposite color. So this becomes, let me go back to my other slide, hopefully, here. So this shows up. I'm going to go back to my other
I think you need to put your thing on, don't you?
Oh, if you're sitting
Put the marker down.
Nope.
Kidding?
So I'm going to go back to this piece. We had a square that was x by x. Do we agree?
Yes.
And then this length was minus 4 from the 4 colored blue in my case. And this was minus 4. Does this make a perfect square?
Yes.
How would I find the area of that square?
You would multiply x times, or x minus 4 by x minus 4.
So can I write it like this, Alex?
Yeah.
Do we agree?
Yeah.
But you told me I was what? How many? I was short 4. Minus 4. You have now taken it from standard form to vertex form, and the problem's done. That's it. You have transformed standard standard to vertex.
Yeah.
Well,
Squares.
one thing I noticed in second hour, once again, there's what my groups were telling me. I can only talk about second hour. They said they did 1 or 2 more using the pieces, then after that, they didn't have to use them ever again, and they had answers written on their paper. I said, yeah, those are right. If you wanted to check, how could you guys check to make sure you did this right? If you're sitting at home, and I'm not there with you, could you not take the answer that you have right here, x minus 4 squared minus 4, multiply it out, use the box method, collect terms, and see if it matches the original? Do you want me to show you? You can put them both in the y equals 2, Allie, and that should give you the same thing. How am I gonna find x minus 4 multiplied by x minus
Foil.
4?
What
Give me
are
an
our answers?
X squared
x squared, that takes care of the front piece, is x times x.
minus 4x.
Minus 4x takes
Minus
care of the
4x.
outsides. Minus 4x takes care of the inside.
Plus 16 minus 4.
Okay, collect like terms, and what do you get?
Oops,
X squared
minus 8x plus 12.
Is that what I had to start with?
Yes.
You did it right, because it matched. Questions on completing the square? So if you have extra pieces, then at the end of your equation, you're going to write what?
Or
Add how many extras you had. If you were short pieces, you're going to write down how many you were short, but make sure you put a subtraction sign in front. Because you were in the hole. You didn't have enough. Okay? Questions on what we just did today, guys? We can do another one. Sure.
No,